Happy Thursday. What's up? How is your week going? I'm Dr. Tamika, and welcome to Rock It with Dr. Tamika Live. What's up, everyone? So happy to be here with you. We have some good stuff to talk about today. Type into the comments, type into the chat. Let me know, how is your work day going? Or how is your weekday going? If you're not at work, if you're at home relaxing, if you're on vacation, whatever it is, what's up with you? How are you doing? So happy to have each one of you here. I am Dr. Tamika, and we are going to talk about some fun stuff today. You know what? I don't know. Where are you at? If you're local, are you in California? Are you in the Midwest? Are you on the East Coast? Where are you? Let me know, because today we are going to talk about, let's talk detox. Is it necessary or not? What's up, Natural Life Soap? But I see you here, Keisha Mama and Sarah and Malika Woods, Carla 0530. What's up? What's up? Those of you who are watching me here on Facebook, by all means, there is the opportunity for me to see your comments. If you just chime into StreamYard, your comments will pop up and I can see you. So I am super excited to be here with you today. But if you let me know where you're coming in from, I would love to know. Chicago's in the house. What's up? What's up, Dolores? So happy to have you. I am coming all the way from, the Pasadena area. So I'm in Southern California. And today we're going to talk about detox. Is it necessary or not? And I'm going to tell you this. How many of you have ever been in a situation where you've eaten so much, you've been eating off program for you, you have maybe had too much of the darker beverages that may leave you a little intoxicated. Maybe you've just done a little bit too much, had too many sweets, too many baked goods. Have you ever had a situation where you're like, you know what, I got to get better. I have to do better. Let's do better with my body, because this is not really helping me any shape, form, or fashion. It felt good while you were doing it. And then you came out of it and was like, you know what? I got to do better. I have to do better. And so many times I've heard people say things like that. I've seen it happen and I've been there myself. And it's like, you know what? I have to do a detox. I got to do a detox. And it's when you've been in the situation when you have not eaten the right things, or you've done the wrong things, or you've been doing too much of quote unquote the things that aren't the best for you, that you're like, I got to do a detox. And it often happens right after the holidays, right after a celebration, right after some birthdays. And especially at the top of the year, you're like, I'm going to do a detox. It's this time, it's my time, I'm going to do a detox. So on today, I want to make sure we talk about this, because there's so many different ways to detox, but I want to debunk some myths about detox first. All right. So I'm going to debunk it, and then we're going to talk a little bit more about it. One of the first, yes, it's time now for me to do better with my vessel. Yes. What's up, Fiona? One of the things that comes up is that you don't need to do a detox because your body already does it for you. There's some truth in that statement, but I'm going to debunk it, because our bodies are exposed to so many different toxins especially those of you who are into motion, like potions and lotions, the different things. The different things we put on our bodies really start to wreak havoc. And when it starts to wreak havoc, it causes problems. And I have to tell you, we start to think about like, I'm going to, my body, it can really get rid of everything because it's so well designed, but we're exposed to different lotions and potions, as the different creams we put on that have toxins in it, the different things that's in the atmosphere, the smog, the exhaust, the things coming from cars. There's so much our body is exposed to that it can't fight off everything. So case in point, it needs some help. The next myth that I like to talk about is, I'm doing a liquid detox. I'm doing a juice detox. And this is the most effective way to detox. We have teeth for a reason. And I'm not against juicing or anything like that, but that's only temporary. That's only a temporary fix. You can't live off juice alone. And I say that because if you're doing a juice detox, you're going to have to need some fiber, some supplement from fiber, so that you're not constipated. So there's something short if we're doing just a juice detox. And I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying that's just a temporary fix. And we don't need another Band-Aid. We need solutions, right? We're solution oriented. We are people who are trying to do better. What's up, Margie? So happy to have you, Auntie. And Linda, you as well. One of the things I've often heard about detoxes is this, that when you do a detox, it makes you sick, like makes you feel not good, or it causes you to run to and from the bathroom. And I have to work and I don't have time to go to the bathroom. So when we're talking about detoxing and it's like we don't want to do it because of the abnormal side effects that can be associated with it, well, maybe that's not the right thing for your body at this time. Maybe you need a gentler approach. So when I hear you talk about this, that's one of the things I want to talk about, is just really debunking the myths associated with detox. The fourth one is that a detox is an easy fix for months of indulging. Like if I do all this stuff for the next 20 years, I'm going to have to, let's say we've been doing this for the past 8 months. I've been eating everything in sight, drinking everything, not really working on my body. And so I'm going to do this detox and it's going to clean everything up. No, that's a misconception. That's a myth. That's a fallacy. It will help you along the way, but you can't do this quick fix based on all the stuff you've done in the past. It's a process, right? So when we think about these detoxes and what's happening in our bodies, it can't be something that's real quick. You're in and out and you're done. No, we've had all these different chemicals, all these different products, all these different things we've been exposed to. So it takes time to truly detox in the way we need to. And then the last myth, the fifth one that I'd like to debunk, is this: detoxing is just about food. Like if I only eat the right things, then this is going to help detox. So I'm going to debunk all of this. And let's talk about this in such a way so that you get it. And you get it in such a way that you can apply it. My personal philosophy as a physician, as Dr. Tamika coming to you here at 12:30 on Pacific Standard Time, a detox truly has three parts. There's a mental detox, there's an environmental detox, and then there's a physical detox. And for me, as we talk about a mental detox, so often we have been hit, coming March, we have been hit by some serious stuff mentally. I mean, from people who are no longer with us, from fighting COVID, not once, but twice. And that's whether you are vaccinated or not. We've been hit with our youth having more challenges mentally, emotionally, psychologically, and the thought, the trash, the head trash that each and every one of us is real. How many of you have dealt with some head trash? It's real. I know I fight it. And right now it seems like I'm fighting it every day because it's under attack. So the mental detox, we really need to take a conscious effort as to really think about what we're thinking about. What are the thoughts that are really helping you be the best that you can be? If it's approaching you in such a way that it's causing you to not be your best self, then what can you actively do to change what's going on in your mental life? Because part of that detox, you have to detox mentally. And sometimes that may mean some people you can't talk to because they're messing with the things going on in your mind. Some people you have to distance yourself from so that you can get right. Sometimes you just have to say, not today. Because mentally, if you don't get this right, let me just tell you from experience, not only from myself, but from the people who I work with, it will start to manifest itself physically. You may have issues where you have chest pain, or you're having challenges where you're having bloating, constipation. You can't, no matter what you eat, it upsets your stomach. The things you used to do, as far as the things you used to eat, were no problem. But now when you eat it, it bothers you. So that stress from the mental challenges we face can manifest physically. So if we don't start to work on what's going on in our mind, it will start to manifest. And so I encourage you to start to work on right now, this day, some mental detoxing. So starting to take some things away so it doesn't impact you in such a way. Because you are on this earth for a purpose, for a reason. And if you're being beat up mentally, it's not helping you. So what are some things that you can think of right now? Focus on something that is positive. Focus on a good memory. Focus on where you're going. A lot of times where we've been has held us back. The people who have been around us has held us back. We need to focus on other things. Number one, mental detox. The next one, environmental detox. Sometimes some of the things that we are exposed to, in particular, some of the foods we eat, right? Let's just be honest with one another, can be not good for our body. So when we think about food, I'm trying to really encourage you to to shop the grocery store, the market, the perimeter, and let's stay away from the packaged goods. Let's try to eat more of organic. And I know organic sometimes can be expensive, but when we think about the foods we're eating, what we're putting inside our bodies have brought us to where we are today. So if it's brought us to where we are today, let's help it along the way. Since we know that it can help detox for us, let's do some things to help it do its job better. How do we do that? Putting good foods in, staying away from inflaming foods, staying away from processed foods inside the package. If you cannot read the ingredients, then perhaps you should not be eating it. I had one person tell me once, well, if I can put it on my skin and put it in my mouth, it should probably be okay for me. More, I would say avocado oil, avocados, you can put it on your skin, you can put it in your mouth. Yes, but be mindful of what you're putting in your body. There's a lot of good things out there. And sometimes it gets labeled. People get it like, well, it has to be this way. It has to be that way. I like organic. But if you're not into organic, let's just try to eat clean. Let's just stay away from processed foods. Let's try to eat more whole. Like if you're someone who's trying to like more fruits, more veggies, more things that can help you along the way. Because when you think about the body is divinely designed. It wants to get you to where you're trying to be. So when you're eating various foods that aren't agreeing with your body, it will start to wreak havoc on you. You may have elevated blood pressure. You may have problems with acne. You may have eczema breakout. You may have issues where you're constipated. You may have your hair coming out. Foods can be inflaming. So let's eat foods that are not as inflaming. So I think about, and I don't want to go there for a long time, but corn can be inflaming. Soy can be inflaming. Dairy, nuts, wheat, gluten, just depending on what's going on with your body, pay attention to it. Our bodies talk to us. The problem is we ignore it, right? We don't stop and say, you know what? I think my body just told me I'm tired. But no, we keep going because we soldier through. Slow down and pay attention to what your body is telling you. It's telling you that for a reason, all right? So we have a mental detox, really focusing on the things that are going to bring life into you, that's going to help you move forward. Because if you don't, it's going to manifest clinically, where you're going to may potentially have chest pain, shortness of breath, bloating, constipation, swelling in the legs, all kinds of problems because you have all this trash going in your head. Think positive. And we're dealing with physical. Let's figure out what we're putting in our bodies, right? And let's put things that are healthy, that will help us really help this machine work in our best benefit, okay? Now, last thing, environmental detox. Sometimes some of the things we're using is not beneficial. Like if I think about what you're cooking with, like what type of cookware do you have, right? There's so much out there. There's so many toxins that can be in cookware. There's so many toxins that we put on our skin. And I'm going to pick on my women right now because we're always trying to brighten and tighten the skin. Brighten and tighten. So we don't care what it is, but we'll put it on our skins to brighten and tighten. Sometimes we have to go more of a natural route and find people who work on our skin from a natural approach, because some of the chemicals, the parabens and so forth, the things that have they're similar to estrogen products that can really be impacting our hormonal levels. So then we're trying to brighten and tighten. And in the end, we're ending up causing more harm than good. So I'm not trying to negate you taking care of your skin, but I am saying pay attention to what you're putting on your body. Pay attention to what you're putting inside of it. So when you think about a detox, I know detox is so commonly associated with just food, but I want to encourage you today and remind you that it's not just a 3-day detox, a 6-week detox, a 3-month detox. Sometimes we have to take our time to detox over a period of time, mentally, environmentally, physically. And in an environment, sometimes some people around you, you need to detox yourself from, because if they're not helping you to move forward, then they're probably sometimes maybe bringing you back. And sometimes you have to move away. Now, I know this person may or may not be in your bedroom. So maybe you need therapy. Maybe you need to work on you and they need to work on them and you come together. I don't know. Maybe you need to figure out that crew you're hanging with, that those people you grew up with who are talking bad about you. There's always going to be someone that likes you and someone who doesn't like you. At the end of the day, you have to love you. And sometimes we have to work on loving ourselves. So when we think about detox, mentally, physically, environmentally. It is an ongoing process. It's not a quick fix. It's not over 3 days. It's not over 6 weeks. It's not over 3 months. It's ongoing. Sometimes you have to take one at a time. Perhaps you're working on what's going on with you mentally. Perhaps you're working on what's going on with you physically. Perhaps you're working on your environment. Maybe you're trying to get things right to be around the people that's going to help you get to your next level. Maybe it's you have the people who are helping you as you work on you physically. Maybe it's your therapist, your people you go to who's helping you work on you mentally. Maybe it's your yoga instructor. I don't know. But at the end of the day, you don't have to work on you. You get to work on you. So on today, I encourage you to join me next week, next Thursday, as I do this again. But remember, and I'll say it with a smile and I'll push you forward with love. As you work on you, not that you have to, but that you get to, please don't forget to practice G&G, which is grace and gratitude. We're so quick to extend it to others. We're so quick to help this person, that person. Please, as I say this to you, I say it to myself. Extend grace and gratitude towards yourself. Until next week, let's keep each other encouraged, work on you. And I love this time. Thank you for it. You give me energy. You make me feel good. It's like the medicine. So if I'm having a down day, when I see my patients, when I see my clients, when I meet with you here, it's my dose of medicine. So on today, I thank you. I love each and every one of you. Love yourself. No one can love you more than you. Talk to you soon. Bye. Woo, what a day. What a day. So lovely. Have a good one.